Happy Life Day! I've just come back from Star Wars' second attempt at a holiday special, alternately known as Rogue One, and it was much better than the holiday special, but don't tell George Lucas that. Obviously, spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it, turn this video off now, and then come back and watch it later, please. What I really liked about it was that it wasn't focused on the Skywalkers at all. You had your Darth Vader in there, but that was pretty much it. It was set in the wider universe, and it was really refreshing to see. Not a lot of characterization going on, I will admit, but I saw it at 7:45 in the morning after not that much sleep. I wasn't looking for characterization, I was just looking for some action pieces, and I think it was a good choice to go with Gareth Edwards because that's what I feel he does best at. And, if you look at Godzilla and you look at Rogue One, or if you look at Monsters, you can kind of see the running themes that Edwards goes for. I thought the main two characters were pretty good. Yeah, they were likable, I guess. I know that's making it sound really bad, but it wasn't. They were quite fun to watch. I don't think I'd want to see them in a second film where they were the main characters. And that's probably not going to happen anyway. I think if they were to come back somehow, then I'd only want to see them as sort of background characters or part of a larger story. I thought the villain was great. It took me a while to figure out who he was, and I still can't think of the actor's name, but I was half expecting that scene where he was being faced down by Darth Vader for Vader to just put his hand on his shoulder and go, "Do you feel in charge?" I know that would have been totally ripping off The Dark Knight Rises, but I would have respected the film if they'd have done that, and that would have been really funny. It was kind of weird seeing CGI Peter Cushing being resurrected, but at the same time it was amazing. And I worry that it's going to get to the point where Hollywood doesn't need to cast any fresh actors, it's just going to start reusing all the old dead ones, because 2016's given a lot of them. Like in 20 years' time, they're just going to be like, you know who I need? Bring me Marlon Brando, but like 1950s Marlon Brando. But how do we do that, sir? I'll just raise him from the dead. Use CGI us. I felt the film could have used more women characters. I know they had the female lead, but other than that, it was basically just blokes. Sure, you had, I can't remember her name, the ginger woman that was the leader of the resistance, and you had your, cameo at the end from Carrie Fisher. Please get well soon. But other than that, the cast was basically just a bunch of men, and I feel that they could have gone for some more women in the team. Like maybe the blind Chinese guy could have been a woman, or his protector could have been. I don't know, I just think the cast needed a bit more of a gender balance. My only other gripe, and this is really pedantic of me, but towards the end, during the fighting on the beach, there was some flames, and they were really obviously CGI'd. And like I said, that's really pedantic and nitpicky of me, but it just bothered me for the rest of the film. Oh, and Forrest Whitaker was pretty good too. Would have liked to have seen more from him, but yeah. And I think that Darth Vader's appearance was the most Darth Vaderist he'd ever been. He was terrifying. It wasn't any like the whiny Hayden Christensen version. It wasn't the emotionally sort of distraught Return of the Jedi one we saw. He wasn't conflicted. He was just a really angry guy that, was being bothered by underlings and had no time for them. Every second counted for Darth Vader. They made every second count, and that was great. So yeah, happy festivities and all that jazz, and see you in the new year.